the quote of the day, and I believe this will become a historic quote, similar to, if you're old, you remember Sal Bando for saying that Paul Molitor was just a DH.
Yeah.
That was when they didn't sign him and he ended up going to Toronto. We have Athletic Director Chris McIntosh.
Oh, boy.
He had a conversation yesterday on ESPN, and the whole conversation will not be remembered historically. This, on the other hand, will.
It's not limited to wins and losses.
Homer, he's just a puppet, though.
Whatever
he's a
he
puppet.
Is, that's fine. That doesn't change.
Well, he's a puppet. I'll tell you what happened.
Play it again. Let's go.
It's not limited to wins and losses.
Well, it kind of is.
Kind of?
But what happened?
Everything is limited to wins and losses. The reason, as I give credit to, I don't know who said it yesterday, maybe Ben Bulai, everything is based on wins and losses.
Yes.
As he said, if they were 6-0, would there be this discussion? No. And as I said, if I'm his boss, the chancellor,
yes,
because she's the one in charge. She's the one everybody should be talking about, not him.
I totally agree.
Can you imagine if you're the chancellor and you hear this from the athletic director?
It's not limited to wins and losses.
Well, let me tell you why he said it, because he had a meeting with the chancellor, and the chancellor says, A, we're not paying someone $25 million not to work, and then hiring another coach and having to pay them $8 million or whatever the going rate is.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
Has anybody given you information on how much money the university might lose?
She doesn't care, because now it's easy for her to pivot and go, well, this is an institution of higher living.
Could be. Yeah, no,
the term is a student athlete. It's not athlete student. Because let me ask you this, Homer.
They're professionals.
They're losing recruits already to Minnesota and Indiana. So their recruiting class is going to be average at best. And if you had disposable money where you didn't care, are you going to give money for NIL to a program where Luke Fickell is the coach? Ain't happening. So that's what happened.
Hold on. What if people come to me and say, we had this amount of money. If we get more money, please understand the players will go where the money is the most. So if I have more money, even though our team is not good, we will get more players or better players because they're going to go where the money is.
Where's the money going to come from?
It comes from...
you think the university is going to give them more money?
I don't buy that
This
one
is the
bit.
problem. Beer sales.
They're selling beer.
Selling beer. Buy and drink a lot of beer. That probably... we don't... The problem, Chewy, is we don't know any of this. Now, it's not even NIL because it's coming from the universities now. There is NIL money, but universities can now pay the players. So you need supporters to come up with money. There are many, many boosters capable. And I would go, if I was the AD, I'd say, we got a problem here. It's all about money. We got to come up with more money. That'll get us better players, and that will bring the program back to a higher level, and it will do so faster than it ever could have done years before, because you can make your team good immediately, especially when you're as bad as we are, just by having more money to bring in more good players. It's that simple.
So you think
but I don't know that they can get
here's
that money.
$1 million. Here's $1 million. I'm a booster.
Yeah.
And I want you to keep Luke Fickell as the coach.
I
would never do that in a million years.
You wouldn't, but if you're supportive of the university, you believe in them. They're in a rough stretch. You guys worry about the head coach. I'm going to help with the amount of money that we need to compete, whoever the coach is.
But why are they in a rough stretch? Tell me why they're in a rough stretch.
Because they hired the wrong coach.
Yeah. Well, I will go this far. I don't think the coach has put the work in what is necessary to win in this new Big Ten. Okay. Look, I'm familiar with the program.
Hold on, sir.
I'm familiar.
Hold on.
Yes.
Stop for a second. Please, would you let him hear the athletic director? This guy, Chewy, clearly needs to hear this more often.
It's not limited to wins and losses.
Please understand that. Did you hear it? Let me play it again, because I think a lot of times people don't hear it.
It's not limited to wins and losses.
Okay, now go ahead. Go ahead with what your thoughts.
What would you do? What would you do if you were Chris McIntosh?
What would I do?
Yes.
I'd wait till the end of the season and look at
And
things
then
then.
can him?
No.
Look at things.
Well,
Homer, they're not going to win another game.
you're probably right. They're firing coaches all over the place. And it's not like you know who to hire. No one knows who to hire because how much is the money involved? Who's available? Do I want an assistant coach? I don't know. It's not like when they hired Barry Alvarez. Like, for example, you might even hire Fitzgerald, who just left Northwestern. Mm-hmm. He's available, or Frank. So, but you have all these other schools that have fired people already. The whole situation's a mess. There's no reason to rush.
Well, the whole reason.
Oh, I agree. I'm not saying fire him today.
Right.
I'm
well,
saying let him
I'd
finish
look at
out.
the end of the year. I think it probably
finish out the season.
would make a change. But I'm saying there's nothing.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
mean, but
rush.
it can be done. I mean, look at
Of course,
look at
it can be done. Yes.
Look at Signetti at Indiana.
Right.
Now, obviously, Mark Cuban helped him out a lot, giving him
I don't
a ton
know
of money.
that.
But he's a grinder. Look, it is
grinder.
hard.
Look,
He is a grinder.
No, he brought in good players, and he's a good coach. No different than all the other good coaches.
Should the University of Wisconsin
Yes.
be losing its high school talent in the state?
No.
And they are.
It would
They're
appear
purging
they
them.
are. Again, it's a little different now. If you were Joe Thomas, for example, would you automatically go to Wisconsin? No. Not if Ohio State offers me $3 million instead of $1 million. I don't. It's just so hard because, Chewy, we don't know. We don't know any of these numbers. We don't know which of those players. All right, you're the AD. The guy's at whatever, let's say Whitefish Bay or whatever, the best offensive lineman in the state. And
Correct.
you know he's $2 million. I don't got $2 million. Why am I going to recruit him? It's a waste of time. Right?
Well, then you got to get $2 million.
Well,
That's
okay,
the
but
new-
I'm saying
that's
the
new-
dynamics are different as to why you might not be recruiting.
Well, let me
in-state
ask you
people.
this, Homer.
I don't.
Why does the University of Iowa spend money and Wisconsin doesn't?
I don't know
You know how
if
much
that's
Iowa's
true.
you know how much Iowa's quarterback cost them?
What?
$1 million.
Okay.
You think Wisconsin's paying $1 million for
I
a
have
quarterback?
no idea. They may have, and those guys got her. You don't know. Nobody knows.
You can't. We don't know how
And
much they're
again,
spending
so
on
hold
NIL.
Hold on. No. Nobody knows. There's some people that have kind of had reports, but even those reports don't talk about players. For example, if I got $10 million, do I want to spend $1 million on a quarterback or spend that money on other positions?
Yes.
Well,
But you know what the bottom line
What
is?
is the
You
bottom- no.
need the money.
No,
you
the-
need the money.
Well,
the
that's why-
bottom.
Homer.
Hold on.
Homer.
Tell him the bottom line. Tell him the bottom line. All right. The athletic director said it.
It's not limited to wins and losses.
Now maybe it's just that's what you're saying. It's about money.
Homer, I
Yes.
guarantee you used to laugh at Purdue. You used to laugh at Rutgers.
Yes.
You used to laugh at Maryland. You
Didn't
know who they
laugh
laugh
at
at
Purdue.
now? You know who they laugh at now?
Wisconsin.
The University of Wisconsin.
But it can
they laugh
change
at
in a year. This is
them.
not.
It can change in a year.
Yes.
But you got to put the work in. You got to put the work in. I know a program where in the offseason they fundraise their ass off, raise a ton of money to give to the kids NIL. Now, I don't know. Does Fickell do that? I don't know.
See, this
you know
is-
what you do? You send every one of your coaches and bombard these high schools and make relationships with these coaches so these
it's a waste
high
of
school
time.
coaches help steer the talent.
No, there's no such thing anymore. You know what steers the tower? What am I gonna get?
Yeah. Kashish.
Totally.
Yeah.
Some of that occurs, and you try to do it, but let's say it's your son, and this guy, he's a great friend. You're going to make $500,000 at one, $250,000 at another. You thinking about who's the coach? Huh?
No, but it
No,
kind of
but-
parallel. Hold on, Homer. It
Yes.
kind of parallels Green Bay when free agency came around.
Okay.
What did Green Bay had to do?
Right,
they
but
had
see-
to overpay.
right, but
they had to overpay.
the difference
now you have to
is-
overpay if
Yeah.
you're Wisconsin. I'm
Maybe.
just saying, where's the money coming from?
We don't know how much money there is. We don't know what other people are spending. We don't know. Not with the Packers. We know because there's a number out there. There's a salary cap. I'm not using this as a defense. I'm just saying no one knows anything.
Yeah, I know.
We don't know what they were paying the quarterback. We don't know. As Nick Saban said it, and he's right. Even if you have $5 million or $20 million, you still have to spend it right.
Correct. It's like a GM in football.
Right.
Then let me ask you this: why do we know that a quarterback at Iowa is paid $1 million? Because Iowa's out there telling them, "Hey, we're willing to pay good players $1 million." You ever hear that from Wisconsin?
Again,
you ever hear, "Hey, the D lineman's making $750"? No, you don't.
Well, and no, you don't. And then that tells me, well, then is the problem really money or not? We'll get Jason Wilde, and we'll hold on. The AD would like to has one more comment.
It's not limited to wins and losses.
Thanks, AD.
So awesome.
Great player, one of the great offensive linemen. As Sal Bando was a great player, Sam Bando is remembered for one thing. And now Chris McIntosh has his one thing. Jason Wilde next.
Hey guys, it's Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Thanks for watching our clip. I'm sure it was super informative and educational. I'm just kidding. I love those knuckleheads. And we do it live every Monday through Friday from 7 to 9 a.m. on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. Make sure that you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get informed anytime we drop new content.